You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
if
Same
it's
here.
like you shouldn't be forced into it. Like we agree with you 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
because pro-lifers are just pro-forced birth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not
no.
even pro-life.
you can't force anything on anyone. That's
Yeah.
basically a genre of my
That's
beliefs. I don't
basically
want
like
to.
racism and Nazi stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
like-
You can't force. You can't.
Yeah, that's precisely true. Oh yeah. Yes.
Well, that's
because,
not abortion.
because
That's
they
not abortion.
they inherently support a racist. So yes. Yeah.
No, they
No, they can't. They support a racist, but they aren't racist because black
they're
people
just
can't be
going
racist.
against their own oppression. They're just
Yeah.
like
So practically race traitors.
they're still supporting oppression. Like, let's say by definition they're not racist.
Well, black
Well,
people
no,
can't
by
be racist.
definition they wouldn't be racist, but they would be like supporting oppression
Yeah.
of their own
Yeah.
race. So that would
And-
like
Yeah.
make it
Yeah.
really not.
And in 2013, he
N-word.
said the N-word. And a tweet. Yep. Mo, you can send them a study if you want. Or not the study, but the evidence of where he said
Can I share content?
I'm for.
Yo, can I share content? I have a picture.
Yeah, I'm for Joe Jorgensen 2020.
Oh, you're for Joe Jorgensen?
Yeah, yes I am.
Yeah, we're like pretty
Okay,
close to that. I mean, we're like we
Alright,
we
let
don't
me
really
just
like
go
the
find this tweet
capitalism
real
stuff,
quick.
but yeah.
Okay, I'm
But
for
yeah.
Joe. I'm like Trump's. He's done okay things, but
Yeah. I mean,
eh.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna share content. This is a real tweet.
No, I would say
you
that's
wanna
not
look
true
this
at all. He's
up?
definitely not close to the best president. Like, what has he
No,
even
no,
done?
no.
Like,
But he's
name
not-
Yeah, here it is.
He's not the worst. He's not the worst president. James Buchanan.
This is
the
real.
worst president.
Yes. Yeah, but
That
he still
doesn't
said
matter.
it.
It's still the N-word.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
But he still said it. Okay, but even okay. Okay, so okay, let me ask you this. Okay. So okay. Let me ask you this. Can I ask you this? If I retweet some Nazi work, does that mean that I'm not like if I just retweet it, right? Does that not make it seem like I might actually be a Nazi?
And where does it say retweet?
Yeah, and where does it say retweet? Like where does it say that? Like that's just how do you know he didn't just put the quotation marks? No, that's anecdotal evidence. That's anecdotal.
Right, that's an anecdotal logical fallacy right there.
Yeah, it's a no, it's a logical fallacy. Okay, it's probably fake. Just saying.
It's probably from Fox News.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah. Are you okay? Are you questioning if it's real or not, or defending that he said it? Because if you're defending that a racist said the N-word, then like that's racist.
I believe Trump's racist.
Yeah, I agree.
Believe,
Yeah.
He's 100%.
Like
He
Sophie,
says-
explain why you think. Yeah, he says like a bunch of like bad things.
Yes, he called Africa countries shitholes. Like you don't do that. No,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't say he's not racist because I can't lie. I mean, he is. That's
Yeah, and he retweeted quotes by like Mussolini and Hitler. Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. That's just an excuse. See, this is what Trump supporters do. They're like, oh, let me get the evidence, but then they don't actually have the evidence. This is why anarcho-communism is the best. Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that after the debate. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, people do that to anarcho-communists all the time. We totally understand. But we can send you like all of our stuff like after the debate. But I think like abortion would be like the main thing because we agreed to start on that first, and it's kind of going off topic. Yes, a lot. I would say. Okay, so in a press conference, he said he wanted to
laziness
deport.
is a trait in
Yeah.
blacks.
He said
Yes.
laziness is a trait in black people. Yep. Here.
Yeah.
Let me actually. I'll send it in the chat actually.
I
Here.
think CNN had it. Here, go check CNN. No, it's not. Prove it.
Right here.
That's
here.
literally a genetic logical fallacy because you're attacking the source.
Literally, it's from Snopes. Like, it's literally like it's literally facts. Oh wait. Oh, let me send it.
I think both sources.
Here,
have
this
their
is from the
ups
New
and
York.
downs.
This is like from New York Times. So like, I mean, you can. Yeah, I just sent it through the Zoom chat, and you can click on it and check. Okay, well, this is like actual. Like Trump's real estate company even tried to avoid renting apartments to African Americans. Oh, really? Here, let me get it. All right, let me try and send this. It literally.
I think you're just trying to avoid it. You're pasting the wrong URL.
From Mark's politics to everyone. Okay.
Here, do you want me to screen share it? Do you want me to screen share it?
So I need to learn
Alright.
a little bit more about anarcho-communists. I've learned a little bit, but I need to learn a little bit more about anarcho-communists.
Well, that's true. They don't like. They physically don't like. They don't like facts that. You know why? Okay, let me tell
Right,
you
it's
some
been-
facts he doesn't like. Okay, he doesn't like
It's been
Mexicans.
proven that there's a study conducted by the National Center for Biotechnical Information, and it was found that when Trump supporters were hit with statistical evidence, their most 84% of them resorted to insult or any type of like ad hominem like logical fallacy.
Yeah,
and-
like calling them like liberal or like libtard, things like that. Like
Oh.
84%.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
and
a
that's why-
class-
Yeah, that's
I'm a
why I
classical
kind of
liberal.
I
So-
agree with like Sophie because like she's like
Yeah.
more like thinking for herself, not really like staying with the crowd and like turning into like
Yeah.
a classical liberal, which is like good. And
Yeah.
I told you
No,
Yeah,
you're
but those-
fascist.
it's
And
like
you're
factually
racist.
incorrect though. He said in a
Laziness
press
is a
conference
trait
that
in
he
blacks.
wants to. Yeah, laziness is a trait in blacks, which I sent in the thing. Okay, I literally. Okay, here. If I click. Okay, here. How do I screen share? How do I screen share? Okay.
Trump said he wants to deport all Mexicans.
In 2013.
Um,
Wait, how do I wait? I want to screen share. I want to screen share first. I want to screen share. Okay, I want to screen share. Can I? How do I screen share?
I want
tell me how.
easier immigration laws.
You
I
click
want
the
easier.
share content on the bottom.
Oh, share screen. Okay, I'm
I
an
don't.
idiot.
I
Okay.
don't believe.
Here, you see this, right?
The
See, look.
immigration laws we
Look at
have right
this.
now are way too strict.
Look at this. Donald Trump's definitive racism. All right.
Yeah.
Donald Trump has been obsessed with race for an entire time he had been a public figure. He had a history of making racist comments as a New York real estate developer in the 70s and 80s. Most recently, his political rise was built on promulgating the lie that the nation's first black president was born in Kenya. He then launched his campaign with a speech describing Mexicans as rapists. The media often falls back on euphemisms when describing Trump's comments about race: racially loaded, racially charged, racially tinged, racially sensitive, and Trump himself has claimed that he is the least racist person. But here's the truth. Donald Trump is a racist. He talks about and treats people differently based on their race. He has done so for many years, and he's still doing so. Here, we have attempted to compile a definitive list of his racial comments, or at least publicly known one. So here's one. This is also another scandal. He had a real estate company. He tried to avoid renting apartments to African Americans because
Hey, nice tabs.
Thank you. Yeah, I know, because I have a lot of studies. Trump treated black employees at his casinos differently, and for instance, when he had white nationalists over, he moved those people to like different casinos to please them. So and he said,
Ooh, I have another reason why he's racist.
oh, and he said quote, black guys counting my money. I hate it. I think that the
And
guy
you
is
also
abusing-"
said Nazis were good people.
No, he admitted it. And then okay, let's just keep reading. No, literally, look, it's right here, and he literally signed it. How is it hearsay? It's right here. It's like
Bring
right in
back
front of you.
Bring back our Pope.
What?
Also,
Okay.
Trump said that neo-Nazis were good people.
Yep. In
No.
Charlottesville. No, that's lies.
That's not true because there's a difference between overt. I saw the clip, but there's a difference
Oh.
between overt.
No, he
There's
said
something
he
called-
said there were good people on both sides. That's racist.
All right.
Well, are you asserting that we are regular people? Is that what? Okay, exactly. Silence. We win. Good job, Mo. Thank you. But yeah, I agree with Sophie more on like abortion and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't force them to do something that
Like
they,
as a libertarian, I've got more pro-choice over time. I used to be very
Yeah.
pro-life. I believe abortion should be
Yeah.
illegal, but I
Like-
realize that's just against women. That is against.
yeah, it's
the-
literally anti-woman, which is sexist.
Yeah.
I
Like, if
thought
you're
what
anti-
you
you're
played-
sexist.
It means
Yeah.
you
Oh.
hate women and you're sexist. Did you know that
You had
74%
people
of
in that
pro-lifers
group
admit
were
to
there
wanting
to
control women's
protest.
bodies because they're women and they hate women?
Gosh, well, no, I did not know that, but
Yeah.
that's insane.
He's
I'm
pro-choice.
leaning pro-choice.
Wait, Sophie, yeah, let's
Yes?
because like if you think about it, like even if you are pro-life, you can still like say like you're a libertarian, right?
Yeah, yes.
Which means you don't want the government in people's lives.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
No, I
exactly. And being pro-life means you literally want the government to come in and edit your life
Come?
practically.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Mo.
Yes.
Yes, that you. So essentially, if you are a libertarian and you want Jo Jorgensen is pro-choice, which
Yeah,
I
I
agree
know.
with her on.
Yes, I know.
And so essentially, being a libertarian means like So you're
Yes.
libertarian in that aspect, meaning
I kind of used to be a fake libertarian. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I used to actually support Trump. I used to support him, and I was like, that was just a confused Republican. I think.
Yeah.
Of.
And even
Yeah.
if you're a pro-life libertarian, like you can
Yeah.
still like you'd want to advocate for like more more
Clinic.
teaching, more clinics,
Yes.
more teaching, try and like lower as much as you can. And like
Yeah.
for example, like the Netherlands is doing a great job about this. What they're doing is they're just making it common, making it normalized, and the abortion rates are going down. However, El Salvador made it completely illegal and it's going up. So if
Yes.
the entire point of being pro-life is to lower the abortion rate, then
Yeah.
that's not the movement to be with. So that's why I
Yes.
100% agree with you, and I 100%
I understand that.
President Trump hype house guy.
I'm in the president. Trump hype side.
How many people? 15 trillion.
15 trillion. Well, around 13 trillion, but I think it would be best to average the number down.
All right, let me Google.
Research.
Well, I mean, just
doing your own research.
okay, yeah.
Sure.
About 2 trillion, I believe, in
trillion.
America. Yeah.
Let me actually Google it.
Because most of them don't. Well, that's first of all, that's elitist propaganda. But let's just say, we take it at face value. It is okay. Prove it. That's a false equivalence, logical fallacy.
Yeah, most people did. A lot of people
exactly.
did not vote in 2016.
Yeah, but even Sophie disagrees with you, and you guys are supposed to be on the same team. Like a bunch of people didn't vote, so using that as your number is just it's a false equivalence, logical fallacy. Like even she gets it. Yeah, okay, if you count everybody in Google like Earth and Maps and then like the amount of Fortnite accounts, like you can't play Fortnite at the same I'm not sure if you know video games, but you can't play Fortnite 2 times at the same time. And like if we take into account all the people on Google Maps that are outside, and then wait. All right, what I'm saying is if we look at people
If you count all the Fortnite accounts, then you would get around like 7 trillion.
No, well, even if it's like 2 people, like okay, so a study done by Harvard Law
It's
showed
not that much of a difference.
Yeah, that's like not. Yep. Okay. Do you play on?
Fortnite.
No, we're talking about like online players, like at once. Do you go on this? Do you go on them at once? Do you play Fortnite with 6 accounts at once? Really? Do you think that? Are you asserting that people have 6 computers play on 6 accounts at the same time, and that's what's driving the study?
And that's also an logical fallacy right there.
Yep, logical fallacy. And Google Maps, which is are you asserting that Google Maps is a video game? If
And
so,
Google
what is the
Earth.
goal of it? What's the goal of Google Earth since it's a video game? Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of YouTube accounts. Yeah, that's why there's like 20 trillion people. Yeah. Well, yeah, but it doesn't count as a view. No,
It doesn't. They stopped counting that after 2009. After 2009, they stopped counting it that way.
Well, that's a burden of proof. That's a burden of proof. That's a burden of. No, that's a burden of evidence fallacy. The burden of proof is on you. That's a burden of proof logical fallacy. The burden of proof is on you to show us. No, but you're the one. Okay, this is the Japanese logical fallacy because basically, let's just look at Japanese law. Okay.
Let him finish.
Okay, let me finish. Yeah, let me finish. You keep interrupting me. So basically, bro, you keep interrupting me. Okay.
All right. Why are
yeah,
we
but I'm giving it to you. I'm trying to give it to you. Yeah, exactly. Like Sophie's right. It's not even relevant. We're just trying to talk to us. Yeah, but I'm trying to explain it to you, and you keep interrupting me. Where's the data? I'm trying to give you the data. Can I give you the data? All right, here. Okay, so when we're looking at Japanese law, right, and somebody suspectedly kills somebody, right, the burden of proof is actually on the person who either did or didn't kill them. So you have to prove you didn't kill them. In the U.S., you have to prove you did. So we're talking about the U.S., right? You have to prove the burden of proof is on you to show that there isn't 17 trillion people, not on us. So it's a logical fallacy. Well, we did our own research. Like
we just did basic counting. You know why it doesn't
We don't
say
listen
that?
to
Because
website.
we've been fed elitist propaganda from the moment we were born by the CIA.
Counting.
From counting, and also the reason why you don't see in like simple Google searches that there is 15 trillion. Let me finish. Is because
Dude,
you've
you're
been fed
interrupting
elitist
him, bro.
propaganda. You've been you keep interrupting me, and you're not giving me time to speak. You guys have been having the floor, so if I could just talk for like a little bit, that'd be greatly appreciated. Can I
Yeah,
talk?
and, like Sophie's being really respectful right now, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Right.
to.
So if you
say-
could like stop being racist for a little bit, I'd appreciate that. Well, you just sound like a dick when you do it, and you're not letting people finish. So if I can speak, okay. So how I got that number, and like the reason why you don't see in basic Google searches is that because you've been fed elitist propaganda from the moment you were born from the CIA. You've been fed elitist propaganda, and you've been indoctrinated with the fact that there is 7.8 billion. This
Yeah.
is so people don't start panicking about the population rates.
Yeah, exactly. And like
as you
Sophie,
can see in as you can see in
Yes.
other countries, like
you're like
China
against the
with
CIA
extreme.
and FDA, like federal governments, right?
Hold
You're
up, I'm
against
not
like the
finished.
CIA and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I need to learn.
Like even Sophie agrees.
I need to learn more about it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm leaning that way. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to learn as much about
Yes,
politics.
yes.
And,
But
Yeah.
like
also,
I could be.
Totally agreed.
I
places
could
like
be a
China.
classical liberal one day, and I could be a communist the next day. I'm just trying to learn about politics.
Yeah.
I'm classical liberal right now, but maybe after this
Yeah.
debate, I could be a communist. Who knows? I just want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be official against all this libertarian merch or like whatever you call it, and
Yeah,
and then the next day and be a leftist. It's just strange to me.
Yeah,
I think.
I 100% agree.
Right, and also places like China with extreme population rates, they actually lie to their people, so we don't
Yes, they
even
do.
know the real population of that. So I think
Oh, yeah.
if we do like real like math and like counting, basic
Yeah.
math and counting, then we can come to the conclusion that there is 15 trillion alive.
Yeah, this is why I think we need to hold the government accountable for like all the stuff that it does, like lying about population, like China especially too. Like China, I believe Mo, the number was 5 trillion for China, right? Or 6 trillion that China had.
I think it was like yeah. It was definitely
Yes, like
7
6 trillion.
5 trillion.
Like they're lying about their population, and like it sucks.
Right? Why would you trust the government?
Yeah, exactly. Like trusting the government is like the dumbest thing ever. They like like the CIA in the 60s like bombed Philadelphia, like wow, and killed 5
No,
black
oh, yes.
children. So it's like,
Yes.
yeah, why would
Right,
you
I-
trust
and they
the
couldn't
government?
even do their job right.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
Why do you
I
trust the
really-
government with numbers?
Yeah,
I don't really trust the government much
yeah,
at all.
if we
really.
don't trust the government, then why are you for Trump? Trump is literally the definition of large government.
He's
He's
literally the
author-
CEO of government, and
Really? So what do you support from Trump that isn't large government?
he probably supports pro 2A and then votes Trump.
Yeah, he like has bump stocks and stuff like that. Like
yes,
Trump,
he put
like
bump stocks on guns. Oh
no,
no,
but that's not the
I
Second
ain't.
Amendment.
That's not pro
Amendment,
Second
man.
Amendment because that violates the declaration. That violates it due to shall not be infringed.
Okay, leftists
Shall
can
not
have
be
those arguments.
infringed.
That's a straw man fallacy. Because we never made the argument. And saying
Right,
there's
and you're
leftists
just
that agree
purposely
with us.
misinterpreting our.
But then what's the
complete
significance? Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Where has it worked? You're gonna say that.
Yeah, 100%.
1 million
Yes.
percent.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. Corporate companies like Target that are enslaving their workers deserve to die.
Yeah, they 100% have the right to do that, and they should. It's a tyrannical government. You have a right to overthrow anything in it.
Right. We were doing this at Boston Tea Party.
Yeah. Because it happens disproportionately to black people, and black people are oppressed.
Right.
Are you asserting that black people aren't oppressed in America?
That's racist. You're literally undermining their
Okay, that's
experience.
literally racist. Okay, fine,
You
continue.
are saying that. Okay,
I
so
mean, you
what you're
kinda
saying
are.
is you hate black people?
You said black people don't have a right to be
You don't
angry.
need to say it in order to imply that. You said
Okay.
black people don't have rights?
Okay, I don't think you said that, Mo, but like, well, actually, no, you kind of did because you said the writing is bad and the people have the right to overthrow a tyrannical government, and you're saying,
No.
yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Does
Well, in a
legality
communist
define
society, there's
morality?
no such
Oh wait,
thing as
that's a legality morality argument. Okay, but
Okay.
legality doesn't define morality.
Right, exactly.
Just trying to.
Okay. Okay, well, abortion is legal, and abortion's legal, so it's moral. Is there a problem
Right,
with that
exactly.
argument?
Using your logic. If you don't agree with this, then you're engaging in a special pleading logical fallacy.
Yeah, exactly. Which means you only apply your own logic to certain situations.
Here's
After
my
proven
take.
wrong.
I mean, like, so okay. Let's ask Sophie. Sophie, do you think
Yes.
that people should have the right to riot if they feel it's a tyrannical government as a libertarian?
Of course they do.
Of course.
Of course
Yeah,
they
but
do.
the thing is, let's just say a large company, right, supports the government. You should have a right to overthrow them too because they're
He-
supporting it. They're supporting.
Here's my take. I kind of gotten over the rioting over time. At first, I was like, "What are these people doing?" But then I got to understand they are
Yeah.
being oppressed. They're being abused.
Yeah, me too. Me and
Why
Mo
should-
both agree.
This is
Okay, yeah, but it doesn't work. Peaceful protests don't work. Like the last time it worked was like in the 60s. Yes. Yeah, it
they're
does work.
being heard. They're being
What do you
Yes,
think-
that's how revolution works, buddy.
They're
And they have the right to do that because it's the Second Amendment.
yeah, of course they do. All right, 1 second. Let me
If
close
it's a
my door. My
tyrannical
brother-
government, then yes. If
my
it's a
brother's
tyrannical
screaming.
government, you should have the right
I'm
to
gonna
do.
be- I'm
Let's just
gonna
say, let's just
in
say
1
Target,
second.
right? Target supports the government and Trump. So that's like saying, oh well, we shouldn't hurt the people that support them. We should just hurt them. Well, no, you have to. That's like saying we shouldn't have attacked Italy because Italy supported Nazi Germany. No, of course we attack the supporters of the tyrannical government. Mo, do you want to add anything to this argument?
No, you're doing fine. Keep going.
Yeah. So, anyways, if they support the tyrannical government, you have to overthrow them too. So it's like saying, oh
Right.
well, we shouldn't stop the funding of it. We should just stop it. Well, you can't really stop it without the funding of it. Also, you're on your phone right now, and that's very disrespectful.
Right, you're not engaging in our
Yeah.
argument. What?
You're changing the topic. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. By calling 911. Because he would go to jail.
Yeah.
Here's
Also,
thing.
the George Floyd video was live on Facebook, and like Trump is always on
Okay,
social
no,
media,
okay.
so he could have saw it.
Mo, let me take this one. Okay, can I? Okay, basically, here's the thing. So it was already in federal record that the officer had already had a relationship with George Floyd at a nightclub. I'm sure you know they worked at a nightclub.
Yes.
And so,
yes.
yeah,
yes.
George Floyd actually fired the police officer, right? And that's federal record. So they should look through maybe it's not just Trump's fault, but it's Trump campaign's fault. Because they should look through federal records and see, oh, does a person in power dislike a minority person? In this case, it was George Floyd. They should look at those cases and make sure that there isn't any bias in them. Because if there's evidence that the police, well, that's the government's job and it's his government. I mean, his No, it's not friendly. It's a personal vendetta against a cop. If it's a cop and you dislike, okay, if I'm a cop and I dislike black people, do you think the government should at least take a watch at me, like make sure they're looking at me? Because if there's a person like Sophie, do you think that the government should like you as a libertarian, you still think they should protect the people, right? But they shouldn't just
well,
be more powerful.
That's the only thing I believe. And well, in my views on the government was built to protect the people and be limited. That's it. I don't really believe in a strong government, but I do believe the government should be protecting the people when situations like that do occur. Just not a strong government in a way. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we totally agree.
Yeah, I'm not a total anarcho-capitalist. I'm a classic liberal.
They worked. Well, I mean, you saw the video. You saw the live stream. You saw the live. Well, it was a live stream. Like the video that you saw was a live stream.
Right. That video on
where'd
the
they get the
was
video
actually
from?
a live stream on Facebook.
He tweeted.
Ever said that?
128 times a day on Twitter.
I mean,
I think that's
kind
great.
of a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, and let's just say there's a. Well, that's a burden of proof logical fallacy. You have to prove that he wasn't on Twitter, not us. No, because the burden of proof's on you, not us.
I'm just sitting here, trying to.
No, because the argument. No, because the argument is overall yours, though. That you're saying it's not his fault. Like that's the overall argument. No, but there's evidence that the government should be looking through records to prove that police don't dislike a certain person. And when there's records there that prove that, the government should be there to look it over. And if you don't believe me, I can show you the source that says they worked together. Is that it was more of a personal vendetta, and there shouldn't be personal vendettas. Mm-hmm. Well, if there are, well, that's a straw man. We're not saying that. What we're saying is if the police shouldn't have. Can I tell you? Can I explain this to you without interrupting? Okay, thank you. Just give me like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, basically,
Alright.
oh wait, 1 minute. Okay, so basically, what I'm saying is, if there's a personal vendetta that you can prove happens before any like violence happens, police shouldn't have personal vendettas. They shouldn't be a policeman or a policewoman if they have a personal vendetta. So let's just say I really hate Sophie. I shouldn't be policing an area where Sophie is if I really hate her. So then what? And then the government should step, if they have evidence of that, they should step in and say, oh, you can't police here. So then how is it not the government's fault if the government could have prevented it? Because we already established the government could have prevented it because the government has public record that they were already that they already disliked each other, especially Derek Chauvin towards George Floyd because George Floyd fired him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
get them out, but there's proof of there's not
No.
proof of that, but there's proof of this. So
okay, so let me
okay,
get
that's
something out.
racist. That's racist because you're saying that black people don't matter.
Alright, let me get this thing out about
Because you're saying that cops shouldn't be held accountable when they kill black people, but when they kill white people, they should. Well, I mean, you said close to it. No.
Alright, can
Oh,
I say something?
are you asserting? Are you asserting that my evidence is false? Is that faulty?
Okay.
Because you literally said that. Mo, did he say that?
He just said that.
Alright, so I want to say something really quick. Alright, so okay. So here my thing on the government. If it's in a terrible situation, like someone's I know, but like I'm getting into these situations. I thought it was only on the Second Amendment, and I'm iffy on Trump. So yeah. No, I changed over time of pro-life to pro-choice. I'm confused on that subject. I'm leaning pro-choice, but I'm not gonna make any assumptions on where I am right now. But no, well, he could have done something about it, but he's not like he didn't go over there and clap. He's done a bad job on dealing with the situation, but he could have done a little bit better on the situation. But I don't think Trump could just teleport over there to you know, go and stop the situation from happening. He can't just teleport. He doesn't. Well, I was never like a real supporter, but like I'm iffy on like Trump. I would say can never like be full. I can't never fully support him. I don't agree with some of the stuff he does. To be honest, let me check. Let me check if they